Hare Krishna. We are reading from Caitanya Caritamrita Adi, chapter 7. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Read from text 123. Vastuta parinam se praman dehe atma buddhi e vivarte rasthan. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Transformation of energy is a proven fact. It is the false bodily conception of life, of self, that is an illusion. So we thinking we are the body, that is the illusion, The correct thinking is, I am an eternal soul. I'm a conscious being. And it's not that the consciousness is with the body. I am conscious. I am individual. That is with the soul. And transformation of energy. That God's energies, God is omnipotent. So his energies transform, and that's how this material world is created, or again annihilated. We, the living entities, are put here. The jiva or living entity is a spiritual spark who is a part of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So we are not God, but we are minute parts of God. Minute part of God. And we are always individual. Spiritual means eternal. Eternal means we always exist. Unfortunately, he thinks the body to be the self, and that misunderstanding is called vivarta, or acceptance of untruth to be truth. So if we think that the individuality is with the body, that is the illusion. We are thinking that. We are thinking, oh, this consciousness that I am, that's because of me. I am the body. And that is false. The body is not the self, but animals and foolish people think that it is. Vivarta, illusion, does not, however, denote a change in the identity of the spirit soul. It is the misconception that the body is the self that is an illusion. So right now we are just thinking that we are the body. It does not mean that we are not souls anymore. We are anyway going to be souls, Whether we believe in something or we believe in another thing, the truth always remains the truth. The fact always remains the fact. Fact is, we are eternal souls, parts and parcels of God. If we are thinking we are the body, it does not change this fact. Similarly, the Supreme Personality of Godhead does not change when his external energy, consisting of the 8 gross and subtle material elements listed in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhumir, Apo, Nalo, Vayu, etc., acts and reacts in different phases. So this universal energy we call sometimes material energy, that is not God. She is God's energy. Now, if we think that God has become his energy, that is wrong. That God does not exist anymore because he has become his energy. No, God has his energies. God is omnipotent. That is what we have to understand. Avechintya Shakti Yukta Shri Bhagavan Ichchaya Jagat Rupe Paya Parina.
Sorry, what are they trying to tell here?
Yes.
What are they trying to focus? Is it about the external energy, or the material energy is the energy of the God, not independent by itself? Is it what they are trying to tell?
She's not independent. Material energy is not independent. She's always dependent on Krishna, and she is Krishna's energy. God has energies. This is what we are trying to understand.
Okay. And they are not independent.
No.
Yeah.
No. All the energies are under the control of Krishna.
Krishna. Okay.
Yes. He is the energetic. For example, we have a certain energy, we have some power to do something. We decide how much power we need to use where. Yeah. So when we are, suppose with our power, with our energy, we are baking a cake. It doesn't mean we become the cake now. It doesn't mean that I don't exist anymore because I used my energy to bake the cake. So I'm not there anymore. This is what we need to understand. Okay. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is opulent in all respects. Therefore, by his inconceivable energies, he has transformed the material cosmic manifestation. So this material world is a transformation of the material energy which belongs to God. God is all opulent. Everything belongs to him. There is nothing that does not belong to him. Nothing at all exists that does not belong to God. Tathapi achintya shakti haya avikari prakrita chintamani tahe drishtanta yedhari. Using the example of a touchstone, which by its energy turns iron into gold and yet remains the same, we can understand that although the Supreme Personality of Godhead transforms his innumerable energies, he remains unchanged. So the example is given of the Chintamani. Chintamani is a touchstone. Whatever you touch with this Chintamani stone, it turns into gold. But the Chintamani stone still exists. It's not that the Chintamani stone has now no more existing. No, it exists. It has this power that whatever you touch it, it will turn to gold. Similarly, God has many powers and he uses these powers. He transforms these powers, does not transform himself, his powers. This is what we need to understand, that it's his energies that are being transformed, his potencies that are being transformed. Nana Ratna Rasi Haya Chintamani Haite Tatapi Hamani Rahe Swarupe Avikrite. Although a touchstone produces many varieties of valuable jewels, it nevertheless remains the same. It does not change its original form. So we take a Chintamani stone, it's called the touchstone, and we can touch it to anything, everything, and they will all turn into valuable jewels. But it doesn't mean that the Chintamani loses its power, that it has the power, only 100, it can only touch 100 things. Then 100 things will turn into a jewel. And then afterwards, Chintamani has no power at all. No, it's not like that. Similarly, God, he transforms his energies and he yet remains unchanged. Unchanged. So we'll stop here for today. This is a longer one. Did you have any question or comment?
No, this is okay.
Okay, thank you so much for listening and joining in. Caitanya Caritamrita ki jai, Shilpa ki jai, Gaur Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.